is good. Well, what's up, everybody? GrimmGreen back here today. Thank you so much for joining me. You saw me put Max's little shout out there on the screen. Hang on, I need to adjust something real quick. Just give me 1 sec. Yeah, there we go. Sorry, it just looked a little too dark to me. Welcome, everybody. Wildcard Wednesday. Did you see that happen? Max was first. Max was definitely first. So I have a little bit of a plan for this here Tuesday, Bro Tuesday, but most of the time, for the most part, I really just want to hang out and decompress a little bit. We've been home 20 days now. 20 days now in quarantine. I've left the house twice in 20 days, and you're just here, you know? And it's weird. It's like this weird, never-ending... I don't even know how to describe it, because the only time that Casey's home is during Christmas. Oh, man. Okay, so listen. YouTube is telling me that you might be experiencing some buffering right now, in addition to the very, very big lag that happens, but I'm told you might be experiencing buffering. I apologize for any buffering that you might be experiencing. That is not my intention here for you to experience buffering. The problem is everybody's home and everybody is on the internet right now, including my wife, who's home and on the internet right now. I think she might even be on some sort of like Skype conference call or can't think of the other program. Conference call. I don't know why I can't think of the other one. What's the other one that everybody uses now? What the crap? Zoom. Okay. Whew. I was going crazy there. I've got a little bit of cabin fever. John Haymaker, yes, I've got a little bit of cabin fever. What I find myself doing during the day now and during the evenings now, and this is something that I never really thought about before. Like, I've been working at home for 5 years, but I leave the house basically every day. You know, it's like go to the grocery store, go to the mailbox, go here, go out to eat, go do this, go do things, go see a show, go see a movie. Like, I'm used to leaving the house. I've never spent 20 days inside with my wife, which is great, but it's a whole new dynamic and it's real interesting. And I'm going a little bit cabin fevery, a little bit stir crazy. So what I've been doing during the day sometimes, and especially at night, is just walking around my house, the outside of it, like walking the perimeter, you know, walking the property, so to speak, or I'll just walk and do laps around my pool just to feel like I'm outside and kind of doing something, you know, kind of getting active, I guess. You know, we all watched Tiger King. We all watched Tiger King, so the entertainment's like, what's left? I've started watching Community. If anybody here on Wildcard Wednesday, I realize that different people don't come to different streams, but every show I feel, every stream I feel has a little bit different of a vibe to it, and I like the vibe that Wildcard Wednesday has. But if anybody wants to come to Wildcard Wednesday and have some homework, they just put Community on Netflix. They just put Community on Netflix. I am rewatching it again for like the 19th time. This is a show, to me, that's very much like The Office. I watch The Office like crazy. You know, I'm one of those crazy Office fans that you read about on the internet. You know, constantly making Office jokes, constantly making Office quotes, constantly making Office remarks, saying that's what she said all the time. I love The Office. At any given time, someone would say, do you want to watch The Office? I'd say, yeah. We want to watch The Office? Sure. We want to watch an episode of The Office? Yeah. Sounds great. Let's watch The Office. Stay hydrated, hydro homies. And The Office is a show that I've watched regularly. I mean, I've watched it so many times, it's silly. And then you just end up picking random episodes, or you start like, let's just start at season 5 and go from there. Or let's start at season 4 and go from there. Watch The Office a lot. Ollie not oil here. Saved my last fairly steeped bottle of Big for this. Cheers for keeping the spirit. Look, I'm just trying my best, Oil. I'm just trying my best, Midnight Oil. You know, I watch The Office a ton. And I listen to The Office Ladies podcast. Like, it's silly how much of The Office I'm still consuming, considering how long it's been off of the air. I kind of knew what you meant. When I said a bottle of Big, I was like, oh, he meant Yig with a Y. Yig. Man, I am really sorry if anybody's experiencing buffering. If it gets really bad, refresh. I guess, I don't know. It says it's not receiving enough data, but I am cranking data like crazy out of my office. So we'll see how it goes. Community is one of those shows, like The Office, that I watch really frequently. Twice a year, maybe more. It's just such a phenomenal show. Phenomenal show. And what I really like about it is, like the early Simpsons episodes, a lot of the jokes are pretty subtle. Sometimes it's like they happen in the background. They're like really subtle. And those are the funniest parts of that entire show. Now, that show just gets so off the rails and so good at the same exact time. Right off the rails and so good at the exact same time. Okay, so no buffering, not much buffering going on? You're fine? Okay. I don't know, maybe, just refresh it once if you're here. I don't know, maybe that's just a preemptive warning that, YouTube gives me. It's like, oh, just being careful, better safe than sorry. We want to let you know that you're, you can't monetize your videos, but we're going to let you know during a live stream that your viewers might experience buffering. That's easy for us. Monetizing your videos, that's hard. That's the hardest part. Can you find me some new Crown 4 mesh coils, says Jono in the chat. Sure. Hang on. Let me try something. No. That's it. That's all I got. I don't know. Jono has access to Google. YouTube lies. Daniel Jones says YouTube lies. YouTube lies. YouTube does lie. They lie constantly. But I did want to share, Michelle, thank you, Michelle. People say the stream is fine. Look, the stream is fine. If you experience buffering, refresh, and just know that it's not my intention for you to experience it buffering. But one thing that I did want to do at the beginning was shout out Max. Max is here now. I'm pretty sure Max showed up. And I love these EU-friendly streamings. And then realized, it's in 3 hours. And then he's like, that's cool anyway. Yo, cool kids club anyway. Man, that was just, when I set up the stream, sometimes YouTube, I don't know if it notifies people or something, but I'm just setting it up. I'm not doing anything exciting. It's literally like, all right, I got to upload my thumbnail now. Boring setup. But people jump in the chat there, and Max was the first one in, and that just cracked me up this morning that Max went from like, oh, cool. Oh, yeah. Oh, well, anyway, it's still good. It's all good still. It's all good still. We need to be more like Max. We need to all be more like Max. I'm just going to do a little bit of a vape buffet here, I guess. This is kind of one thing that I've just been vaping nonstop. If you've seen a live stream, you've seen this in it. It's a Hexome with a goat on the door, and this is a one of one. One exists, and it happens to be in black. That's a Palmer's Powders, Recoil, OG Recoil RDA, and I am plowing through this bottle of Peach Among Worlds from one of my yo-yo's, Sifu Moustache. Haven't seen you around, Sifu Moustache, but he made Peach Among Worlds, and I don't know, he sent it to me. He's like, you want to try my DIY? I was like, yeah, send it over. So I dripped a little bit of it, and I was like, yep, I'm going to vape that whole bottle. I mean, it's just really good. Just really good. The man knows how to mix up a peachy kind of cobblery kind of juice. It's just good. It's just good. And in the never-ending saga of over-dripping, I've overcorrected and started under-dripping. Just way too much. I sit here and I'm like, take a dry hit. Like, shit. A little bit of liquid. I'm like, don't want to overdrip. And then I'll vape it, dry again. So now I'm on the other end of like the whole needle. Like, here's over-dripping over here. I'm way on the other end. Now I'm under-dripping. I've gotten out of my creamy middle spot, and I need to get back in that creamy middle spot of like perfect dripping. Look, we all forget how to vape every once in a while, right? That's fine. It's whatever. Look, at least it's not a cigarette, right? But I love that. I just don't want to set off the smoke detector right now. The other thing I've been rocking, I polished this up with some Rizzo rags and put it over there on the Instagram story. But it's that BMI Touch. You can't really, it's hard to get the shine in a picture. Can you appreciate the shine level on this? I spent a bunch of time today polishing this up. I'm like, I want that to just shine like a trumpet. And it does on all sides, all cylinders. See, now you're going to see fingerprints, though. You're going to see fingerprints all around it. Even polished up the bottom, all shiny. And that's where I put my K-Fun. My K-Fun with the Ultem. For some reason, I don't know. I decided, yeah, I'll just tell you guys a joke. Oh, it is. It's refreshing. Yeah, it's buffering now. I'm sorry. Something is taking all of my data. I'll turn off my Wi-Fi everywhere else. Ready? Let's turn off the Wi-Fi on my iPad. Turn off the Wi-Fi on my iPhone. Oh, the Wi-Fi is already off. No, turn off that Wi-Fi. Turn off. I'm going to text Pickle. I'm going to say turn off all Wi-Fis. We are experiencing buffering. I'm trying to text my wife. We are experiencing buffering. I'm trying to tell her turn off all the Wi-Fi as possible. Yeah, it's buffering bad now. Lots of buffering. Still so much buffering. Oh no. Oh, this is bad. This is the most buffering. Oh no. Oh no. This is the most play. Sorry, I turned off every Wi-Fi that's possible and asked my wife to do the same. So hopefully we can get some normal. Nope, it's dropping down to red, back down to yellow, back down to green. I don't know how to do that. Stream health. It says stream is healthy. Oh, now it says my stream status is excellent. It says it's improving. Stream output video bitrate. Should I drop my video bitrate? Does this help? Does this help if I drop my video bitrate? And now there's like the hugest lag. Man, I love working through these. Dangleclacks, you're fine. One refresh, YouTube lies, lots of buffering. It calmed down for me now. Had to refresh multiple times. So Danielle is reporting multiple refreshings. I can see it, what's happening on my side. My Wi-Fi signal goes from green, amazingly excellent, to yellow, then to red, then back up to yellow, then back up to green, then down to yellow, then down to red, then back up to yellow, then back up to green. So we're just going to hang tight for a second. Everybody refresh as many times as you need to, because I want to read some good news. I know, it's California. They're messing with me. Yeah, I know. We do need a creamy middle ground for that bit rate too. Midnight Oil. I'm just going to give this literally like a few seconds. I'm just going to sit here and stream has coronavirus. Oh, shit. The stream has COVID. Or maybe I'm doing this purposefully for an April Fool's joke. Maybe I'm doing this purposefully as an April Fool's joke just to mess with everybody. I am. See, the thing is, I do hardwire in, but I also use the Wi-Fi. I use both. I'm a both person. Okay. My Wi-Fi went a little bit tinfoil potato right there. A little bit tinfoil potato. Have you tried turning it off and on again? That's my terrible British accent, Max. You like that? I had another thing that I wanted to share that was really funny. While the Wi-Fi is coming back on here, I'm going to share a joke from someone in the chat earlier when I was setting up the stream. Mowgli Vapes popped by and just left a joke in the chat that I thought was really, really funny. Maybe you guys won't think it's funny. I think it was really, really funny. Okay, before we get to the joke, let me tell you this. I'm really bad at April Fool's jokes. Apparently, I don't know. Yeah, it's exactly Blazing Vape 75. It's because everybody's on the Wi-Fi right now. But here's what I want to say. I'm not really good at practical jokes and like April Fool's Day type of pranks. Apparently, I don't know how it works. My idea of an April Fool's joke is just to be as big of a dick as possible, right? Just to be as big of a dick as possible. That's what I'm learning, like talking to my wife last night. So the idea that I had today for an April Fool's joke that I thought would have been just effing hilarious is if I set up a Wildcard Wednesday stream, started streaming exactly at 2 o'clock, like normal, but then I just left the wait screen on there for like a full hour. So people would just wait. Like, how long would you wait? I feel like I would have waited like 20 minutes before I get pissed off enough to leave. And then people might just wait the whole hour and then the stream would just end. And then that would be my April Fool's prank. And then an hour later, like start another Wildcard Wednesday stream that's like, oh, okay, like here's the actual Wildcard Wednesday stream. JK, LOL, don't be pissed. But then I'm like, I might be, messing with people's day. And if they're like, oh, I can take some time right now away from work and watch the stream. And then it's like, oh, they can't watch the stream. And now they're, pissed off and everybody's pissed off. Michelle, on the Mac, you have... Okay, that's too much information for me right now, Michelle Lynn. Okay, thanks, Pickle. It seems to be improving now. I want to share this joke. I feel like that would have been funny. Funny or no? I feel like that would have been really funny if it was just a wait screen for like an hour. Neil would wait the hour. No one would be pissed off. People would have been pissed off, though. I think people would have been legitimately pissed off. That's a point my wife made. She's like, I don't know. She's like, people might just get pissed off. I was like, maybe. I don't know. Would they get pissed off? I feel like we're all a pretty fun-loving bunch. Maybe we think it would be pretty funny. I was looking at it from the perspective of like, there's YouTubers that I like, that I follow, that I subscribe to, and I watch their live streams. And, if someone was like doing a big live stream, MKBHD or like Phil DeFranco or someone was like, I'm going to do a big live stream in the middle of the day. And I'm like, cool. And I jumped on there and it's like, I'm all excited and just waiting for the stream. And then it's like 15 minutes goes by and you're kind of like, what's happening? It's still just that waiting card. I'm probably going to wait like 10 more minutes. No, maybe. And then eventually you just get pissed off enough to leave. And then you go, and then you go on Facebook and you're like, fucking GrimmGreen. What the hell's his problem? Anyway, let's do a few of these super chats that have arrived. Neil, very gracious of you. Nick, also super chats are not required in any capacity. Wildcard Wednesday is Wildcard Wednesday. And I can try to keep track of my name. Like I'll look in the chat. If people are like, hey, Grimm, look over here. I'll try to get to you. Neil, yo, Nick, hope you're good. What's your favorite tattoo you have other than the Stormtrooper and why? Dang. Neil, well, we did Ask Me Anything last week. Maybe we'll just do it again this week too. I wanted to get into some conspiracies, you guys. Some conspiracies. Oh. What, you, Phil DeFranco? You don't like Phil DeFranco? I love Phil DeFranco. It's not too early to have bourbon. It's quarantine. Dude, you can blame anything on quarantine. Yeah, see, Green-Eyed Lady would have been super annoyed. Sorry, he would have been Green-Eyed Lady would have been super annoyed. I don't want to do that. Favorite tattoo other than the Stormtrooper? Probably, I don't know, probably Maleficent. I was going to say Captain Hook. But I think Maleficent right here is my favorite. It's just really, really cool. It took 2 passes to actually get this done the right way, and it's based on an oil painting that I saw at Disneyland one year when I went. This was way back in like 2000-something, 2001, 2002, and I saw an oil painting of this hanging in a store in downtown Disney, in Disneyland. And I thought, whoa, that, I was amazed. I thought, whoa, that's just fucking cool. Then I looked at the price tag and it was like, it's a Disney product. So it's like, $899. So you kind of go, all right, I'm never going to own that. And so I texted a picture of it to my tattoo artist and he was like, hey, that's pretty dope. We could definitely do that if you want to. And I said, book it. Book me a session, fam. And so we booked it, tattooed it. It was awesome. I just loved it. And for a long time, my plan was have all of this connected by black, which is why there's black running throughout it. But at the time, we were just working on Maleficent. And so I had this huge black Maleficent on my arm. You can go back. Oh no, Maleficent was way earlier than that. Wow, Maleficent was way earlier than that. You can go back in my videos and see when I just have Maleficent. When the shit was that? 2007. 2007, I think, is when I got this. And it's just this big, beautiful Maleficent, but it's surrounded by this really thick black border because black was going to be like the predominant color. So we had to put the black in there. We're like, it's just going to look weird for a while till you get it finished. Hey, that's fine. So I think that's the one. I really, really like. There it is. What about this? Oh, Yak Song isn't working. What a jip. I hate that. And I just got Yak Song working again. Damn it, man. Appreciate that, Neil. Also need to send me a picture of Nico. It's to do with a birthday thing for me? Dude, I will get... Casey Pickle takes 1,000 pictures of Nico every day. I will definitely get her to send you a picture of Nico. Conspiracy, COVID-19 was released by the video streaming industry to attract future sales. Look, that's not the most far off conspiracy I've ever heard. It truly and honestly seems a little bit plausible. It seems like Netflix could have had Tiger King just waiting in the wings. And they're like, I don't know, when are we going to release this Tiger King, man? I don't know if anybody's really going to watch this. Well, we made it. It's like, we have to find a time to release it. It's like, well, what if we release it and then everybody has to watch it? What if we could get everybody just to be stuck inside for like 2 months and make sure everybody watches Tiger King? How do we do it? China, say no more, fam. Boom, Tiger King. We're all quarantined indoors. Boom, Tiger King. It was a conspiracy from the beginning. Yep. I'm on board with that. Gonna download the replay and cherish it forever. My 15 minutes of fame, Max. It's really, truly, and honestly not that difficult to get your face, name, whatever, something into a GrimmGreen video or a vlog or a Wildcard Wednesday or something like that. And you did it, Max. And it probably won't be the first time. Probably won't be the last time. That was the first time, but it probably won't be the last time. Stephen, very gracious of you. Yes, Grimm. Live at reasonable UK time. Live at reasonable UK time. We deserve live streams too. Saw your Vape Jam UK, but was too scared to say hi. Oh, come on, Stephen. You should have definitely come over to say hello. I don't know why you would not do that. I bet you regret it every day. Don't you, Stephen? I'm just kidding. I would have said hi to you for 100%, for sure. Next time I'm in the UK, Stephen, let's make this happen. Let's make this happen finally. That's very gracious of you. I appreciate that. I'm thinking about doing a Friday night UK stream. Not sure. We're going to see how that goes. Over dripping again. You can hear it. Don't let me drip anymore. Christy Moody, thank you very much. Isolation blues. Asthma got people worried for me. Can't do nothing but spend money on you. Vapes and curtains. Me, vapes and curtains. Look, that's fine. I'm okay with that if you're okay with that. We need curtains. I need curtains. I wish I was spending my money on curtains. Listen, Christy Moody, you have asthma. I'm worried about you now. So please stay safe. I need updates, regular chat updates from Christy Moody. We're in isolation. She has asthma. You're more susceptible. You know it. Just be careful. Wash your hands. Don't touch your face like I am. Don't touch your eyeballs, especially, or your inside your lips or your mouth. That's the worst. Don't lick anything off your fingers if you haven't washed your hands. Just let's not do that. Thank you, Christy, and I hope this helps your isolation blues a little bit. Chasing Clouds and Flavor Reviews. Hi, Nick. You are my spirit animal. Gosh, I love you. I am someone's spirit animal. Think about that for a second. That's weird. You live in a world where I'm someone's spirit animal. I appreciate that, Chasing Clouds. Let me guess. You like metal and Star Wars, and you might be a libertarian, maybe not, but you're definitely a freedom guy. You listen to Clutch, or you've seen Clutch. Yeah, I know R-Type. I know R-Type. Discount 02, very gracious of you. Thank you. Hey, Grimm, thank you. Hey, Grimm, thanks for doing what you do. My state is finally on lockdown, so unfortunately my shop is going to be closed for a bit. Keep doing you, my man. What is your state? Some states are just getting into lockdown now. California's been on lockdown for a while. Colorado just hit lockdown. Ohio, I think, has been on lockdown for a while as well. I'm trying to think if I know where people... New York. A lot of my friends live in New York and New Jersey. They're on lockdown for sure. Yeah, lockdown. And it's unfortunate. Vape shops need to stay open during this time. 800%. They need to be exempt. There's just no way around it. It's ridiculous to me that they're not exempt. That's insanity. Insanity. Stay hydrated. Hydro homies. Insanity. Anyway, Lethal Coils, very gracious of you. Stay safe and healthy at home with the fam. I got to email you soon. Big love, Grimm. Stay safe and keeping it cloudy. Dude, Lethal Coils, that's what I do. That's what I do is I keep it cloudy. Unless I'm vaping on my Atmazoo tripod. So, like I think I showed this on the vlog or Tuesday Bro Tuesday, I'm not 100% sure. After all of that video of searching for a regulated mod, my Atmazoo tripod ended up on the Axis Vapes M17, and I have been absolutely enjoying it, except everyone kept telling me, I think it was even you, green-eyed lady, in the chat. Maybe it was you in the chat. Mouth to lung on the Atmazoo tripod. I had only been using it for restricted lung, and I was loving it. It was really, really scratching me right where I freaking itched in a big, severe way. It was like lotion for my mouth. Weird. I loved it. And everyone kept telling me, mouth to lung. You got to do the mouth to lung. You got to do the mouth to lung. Virginia's shut down, but vape shops are deemed essential. Good going, Virginia. That's good news. Thank you for that, Handgun Patriot. I love getting good news. And everyone kept telling me, mouth to lung, mouth to lung, mouth to lung. Arizona, the governor... Oh, Arizona. This is from Discount 02. Arizona, the governor was very vague when it came to the rules of the lockdown. He even said, stay inside and safe, but don't forget to enjoy the sun. Like, what the fuck does that mean? Yeah. And it's not as easy for everybody to get outside and enjoy the sun. That's the thing. I am incredibly grateful to have purchased a house where we have a yard and I can go in the backyard and like do some yard work and get some exercise and be outside and be around nature and trees. But if I was living in our old apartment in Hollywood, I'd be even going more 1,000 times crazy right now. With like one little patio, that's it. One little thing, that's it. We'd just be stuck in our fucking apartment. It would be horrible. It would be horrible. So it's not as easy. So I hope everybody gets some sunshine and some fresh air. Our vape shops here in Texas were deemed essential, and at least one is open. They are doing curbside service and delivery. See, that's fucking awesome. Way to go, Texas. Way to go. I think what's going to come out of this is you're going to see some of the states like, I don't know, like Texas or Arizona or other states that are allowing, Virginia, that are allowing vape shops to stay open. I feel like those are the states that are going to be overall more soft on and welcoming of vaping. And then you look at other states like New York, where they're not exempt and it's a lockdown, or in California, where they're not exempt and it's a lockdown. I think it's really telling. I think it's really telling. Anyway, back to my Atmazoo tripod. I'll just chase rabbits all day long. I'll just go on 18 different tangents. That's fine. Those are freedom states. Yeah, and that does kind of reflect the republic as a whole, doesn't it, though? It's interesting to see some states. It's interesting. Same thing that happened with cannabis, It's easy to say that the states that legalized cannabis are the freedom states. Texas hasn't legalized it, but California has. California is less accepting of vaping, but Texas is more accepting of vaping. Which one do you call a freedom state? The one where you can vape or the one where you can smoke weed and not go to jail? It's easier to get guns in Texas, more difficult to get guns in California. Knoxville, Tennessee, mayor said vape shops are essential too. Curbside pickup as well. Yeah. Never surprised when I hear good vape news out of Tennessee just because Demetrius Agrafiotis lives there. And I have a lot of faith in him as a man, as a vapor, as an advocate. Tennessee Smoke-Free Association has been one of, if not the biggest smoke-free association in the United States for quite a long time. Quite a long time. As far as I know, vape shops in California... Is your vape shop in California still open? Shit, maybe I'm wrong. Atmazoo tripod, getting back on track. Atmazoo tripod. Oh man, I want to make sure we got time to talk about conspiracies today. I think this is going to be really, really interesting. I don't want to just talk about it. Conspiracies, damn it. Atmazoo tripod. Everyone kept telling me, mouth to lung, mouth to lung, mouth to lung, do it, mouth to lung, go, mouth to lung, do it. So I did it. I set it up with mouth to lung, some round wire in here, and I started, unfortunately, with the smallest airflow hole. It's the 1 millimeter airflow hole that goes in the center. In the center of the Atmazoo tripod deck, there's holes that allow for different fittings to be in there with different airflow. And I picked the smallest one, and I hate it. It is terrible, the worst. And I can't even vape through this tank of liquid because it's so intensely tight airflow. Intensely tight airflow. So I've been using it, and I plan on doing a full-on review for it, but I'm going to have to vape through this tank, try out all the different airflows, because the 1 millimeter, way too tight. Way too tight. So that's the latest drama from the Atmazoo tripod land. Otherwise, it's got the same 6 milligram pony on acid in it that's in the K-Fun, and I'm kind of trying to compare the flavor directly between the Atmazoo tripod and the K-Fun Lite 2019, because supposedly they both have the best flavor. One of them can't both have the best flavor. John Haymaker in the chat. I live in LA County. My vape shop is half dispensary, so it's still open. Oh, that's amazing. This would be an amazing time for dispensaries to jump on selling vape gear. Although smokers aren't going to go into a dispensary, like cigarette smokers, Marlboro Red smokers are not going to go into a dispensary to get vape gear, I don't think. Funnel it back in the bottle. Stop it. If you end up using the tripod for direct lung, you might want to grab the tank extension once the quarantine is over. 2 mil sucks. Yeah. Yes, it does. That I do need a tank extension for that Atmazoo tripod. I definitely do. You like the 1.4 millimeter? All right. I'll give it a shot. I want to try to get it as close as I can to the K-Fun, just so on a flavor level, I can compare the K-Fun to the Atmazoo tripod as close as they possibly can be. As close as they possibly can be. Flavor, wattage, resistance, things like that. Vape shops in Cartersville, Georgia are open. Our mayor deemed them essential. Maryland. No, not Maryland. Georgia. Awesome. Yeah, see, that's great. Our vape shops are open in upstate New York? Okay. I heard that they were not deemed essential in New York and that they're closing. Yeah, that's okay, The Martian. It's not for everybody. Just like cloud chasing isn't for everybody. Vape however you want to vape. Cool, Blazing Vapes. I'm glad you grabbed one of those Grimm kits. I still really like mine. I'm waiting on more pods from Dwayne to show up. We have a bunch on the website. We just have a bunch on the website, and I think we're blowing them out. It's like $20 or $25 or something. You know, if anybody's interested. Stay hydrated. Hydro homies. Rage and Vapor, you gave out some fist bumps yesterday. I tried to return it, broke my monitor. Keep it metal, Grimm. Get my unholy tomorrow. Oh, hell yeah, you get your unholy tomorrow. Yeah, those unholy recoils, they sold out right quick. Right quick. Here, I'm going to give you a fist bump, Rage and Vapor. Don't punch your monitor. Please don't touch your monitor. You think, oh, John Haymaker, you think that was in New York City that they were? That's the real conspiracy. Yes. Light01 from chat. That's the real conspiracy. The tripod trying to beat the K-Fun in flavor. You know, I don't know. It's just one of those things. Like I've always loved the K-Fun so much, and I've always thought so highly of the flavor that I'm like, nothing can beat it, man. And maybe that's my bias towards the K-Fun, thinking it has like this incredible flavor, and maybe the flavor on it is simply just good, but I have it in my head that it's like, you know, this incredible thing. I want to try it out. I want to give it a run for its money. I would be shocked if the Atmosphere tripod could dethrone it, but, you know, flavor, taste is such a subjective thing, isn't it? I feel like that's a really subjective thing. Conspiracies, Joshua? Ooh, you want to get to some conspiracies? Let's try to get to some conspiracies. Let me do this other super chat here from Ranger Man. I don't get to vape very often in my vlogs or in my live streams because I just end up talking. So I need something that I can clouds without talking or without dripping. So we're going to go with the Minikin and my RTA. That is Type 2 RTA on top of the Minikin with something I don't like on the inside. Oh, yeah. I'll tell this story in the vlog. It's really more of a vlog story. In fact, I'm not even going to use that right now because I want to save it for the vlog. Actually, that is actually pretty good. All right, we're going to keep using that. There's a liquid I don't really like in here, but it kind of just grew on me a little bit when I had that little taste of it. It wasn't as offensive as it used to be. One more super chat. Ranger Man, 9404. Don't be afraid to say hi to Grimm. I did in DC on 11/9 at the rally. Yeah, exactly. Dude, I met so many people at the rally. Crazy amounts of people at the rally. Like I've never met people before. It's just crazy. There was a ton of people, and I always like it. Always come up and say hi. Even if you're like in the local Los Angeles area and you see me at like a Trader Joe's with my wife shopping, you can still just come up and like give me just a little fist bump and be like, "What's up, man? Thanks." Whatever. Give me a fist bump. It's cool. It's cool. It's totally cool. I'll always say hi. I'm a nice guy. Just ask Kent. I'm a nice guy. Grimm kit today. Awesome. Awesome, Brandon. Awesome. GrimmGreen, would you be interested in trying some beer from Liverpool, UK? Just to say thanks for keeping me off cigs for the last 5 years. Holy crap, Ollie. Yes. 100% yes. Please email me. Please definitely email me that. Email me and I'll get you my address 800%. Okay, that's right. The joke. Oh, I had a joke from Mowgli. Yes. Okay. Last time, not the last time. Here's the RTA. I'm not going to show it to you too closely. That's as far as you get away from it. It's a very simple, clean, slick flavor banger. And I mean flavor banger in the truest sense of the term. This is a flavor banger. The term flavor banger has been thrown around a little bit too much in the vape world, and this is a flavor banger. It's the RTA I've always wanted to have, make, vape. It's amazing. It's just awesome. I'm going to do a full video for it. I'm going to show you how to build it, wick it, all the great stuff, how to vape it. This is a 0.25 at 35 watts. 0.25 at 35 watts. That's how you vape this. And then you'll just exhale a flavorful weather system. A flavorful weather system. So let me tell you this joke, you guys, from Mowgli Vapes. Mowgli got in the chat early. Mowgli got in the chat early and just left this joke. And I just want to read it to you because I think it's kind of hilarious. A man with COVID-19 symptoms is laying in a hospital bed. His breathing is labored, and he's wearing an oxygen mask over his mouth and nose. I know it doesn't quite sound like a joke yet, but it's going to get there. A young female nurse appears and starts taking his pulse. "Nurse," he wheezes from behind the mask, "are my testicles black?" Embarrassed, the young nurse replies, "I don't know, sir. I'm only here to check your heart rate." He becomes agitated and struggles to ask again from inside the mask, Nurse, please check for me. Are my testicles black?" Worried that her patient might be unnecessarily taxing his already struggling heart and lungs, she overcomes her embarrassment and pulls back his covers. She gingerly cups the aforementioned organs in her hands and performs a careful visual inspection. "There's nothing wrong with them, sir. They look fine." The man slowly pulls off his oxygen mask, smiles at her, and says very slowly, "Thank you very much. That was wonderful. But please listen very closely. Are my test results back?" Are my test results back? Because I thought that was really funny. I legitimately chuckled. I was like, it's one of those, like, I kept reading this joke and I'm like, where the crap is this going? Where is this going? Are my test results back? Comedy. Comedy from Mowgli Vapes. Comedy from Mowgli Vapes. There was one thing that I did want to share, and I'm going to share it. I'm going to share it right now. CASA, call to action. I'm just trying to get to it. There's a call to action. This is the hashtag essential to us call to action. It's great because of the delay. I don't get to see your reactions until like a full minute later. Are my test results back? I know, Karen. It is so tacky. But you know what? It's still funny. Funny things can be tacky, right? Oh, that was just funny. Hi, Dan. Yes. Thank you, Danielle, for putting that in the chat. I put it in the chat as well. I'm going to put it in the description of this video as well in case anybody, look, I don't know if the Wildcard Wednesdays get a lot of replay action, but those who get some hot replay action on Wildcard Wednesday, that link will be down in the description. Hashtag essential to us. Keep vape shops open all across the United States. It's critical. It's something that needs to happen 800%. 8,200%. Do you guys want to talk about some conspiracy theories? Okay, so here's the thing. I found, I was browsing the interwebs the other day, and it was just, it was kind of just ending up wherever I went. And I was like clicking on links, and I started on Wikipedia and ended up on a bunch of like kind of weird different websites and places and things like this. And I ran across this gigantic like infographic, I guess. Hang on, let me try to find it. Oh, where the hell did it go? Did I accidentally delete it? What? No, don't tell me that okay, I didn't delete it. That was going to be scary. Just kidding, not scary. And it's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of single title like conspiracy theories. This is one of those like Google, how we tell people like, if you're confused by the local vape bans, just Google master settlement agreement. We tell people Google master settlement agreement, right? Google this, Google that. People, flat earth people say the same thing. Google flat earth, research flat earth, research flat earth. And this is just a bunch of those like Google this, Google that. And you know, there's stuff that we've heard before, right? Project Blue Book. Project Blue Book. We all familiar with Project Blue Book? There's something we've heard before on here. Ooh, Project Blue Book. You can read about Project Blue Book, and there's something like that we've already heard of before. But there's a crazy amount on here that I have never, ever heard of. Or, I mean, it makes Donald Trump is a time traveler. Donald Trump is a time traveler. Is this something we can Google? Does this bring up anything good? Donald Trump was a time traveler? Hang on. I'm going to do something. I just want to see if this brings anything up. Donald Trump is a time traveler. Trump's time travel adventure. Oh, man. Donald Trump conspiracy theory. Oh, look at this. This is a very convincing website. Looks like a very professional website. Look at that top tier Photoshop of putting Donald Trump's weird, awkward, sideways head on Doctor Who, on the doctor's body. Oh, this is just even too long to read. No, okay. So the long story short is he's not a time traveler. Man, but that would have been a great conspiracy if it turns out that he was a time traveler. Is that an old one? Listen, there's another one here called Spanish Cloudbusters that I think we should Google. George Bush is a reptilian. There's something here called Spanish Cloudbusters. Spanish Cloudbuster. What? This is a real thing? Spanish Cloudbusters. Apparently a cloudbuster is a real thing. I'm actually fed up of the 5G conspiracy. See it everywhere. Yeah. What's dangling from my nose? Nothing's dangling from my nose. Don't do that. What are you doing? Why are you telling me that, Dean? Are you trying to mess with me? Cloudbuster is a device designed by Australian psychoanalyst William Reich. He could produce rain by manipulating what he called orgone energy present in the atmosphere. The cloudbuster was intended to be used in a way similar to lightning, focusing it on a location in the sky and grounding it in some material that was presumed to absorb argon, such as a body of water. What? Cloudbuster. That used to be a thing. Okay, well that's not really like a conspiracy thing. Like this is just even like a Wikipedia page. Cloudbuster. It's not like, yeah, great. It was a thing and they tried to make rain. Spanish Cloudbuster, man, that had so much potential. GrimmGreen, look up the comet coming towards Earth. Okay, let's look up a comet coming towards Earth. That's literally what I Googled, and let's see what it brings up. Comet coming towards Earth. Comet C19 is headed towards Earth 6 days ago. Holy crap. Is this real? Yeah, oh shit. Let's look at this comet. Photographer captures Comet C19 headed towards Earth. I don't know if this video is going to play. Oh, you can't hear it, though. I don't want to... Is this an ad? Oh, this is just an ad. Go away. Photographer in the UK has captured a remarkable image of Comet C 2019 Y4 Atlas as it speeds towards Earth. Well, I mean, is that speeding towards Earth? Dang, that's a serious telescope. So there's a comet coming towards Earth. It is expected to be seen with the naked eye in the next few weeks. It is currently crossing Mars's orbit toward the inner solar system. Despite its coincidental name and discovery date, the comet has nothing to do with the coronavirus pandemic that resulted in the COVID-19 disease sweeping the globe. Glad they cleared that up. Despite the coincidental name, this comet in deep space has nothing to do with the coronavirus pandemic. Just want to make what? Just want to make that clear. You think that was caused by angry emails 6 days ago? People reading that going, wait, he discovered the coronavirus comet? Is that where the coronavirus comes from? Well, I don't know if this comet is so much of a conspiracy there. C-19, I know. C-19, COVID-19. It's got nothing to do with the COVID virus. All right, well, that was pretty cool. Let's... Smithsonian suppression? Wait. This is something I have to Google. The day the Earth screamed. The day the Earth screamed. February 25th, 1928. Oh, it's a science fiction story. When the world screamed. These are ridiculous. These are kind of dumb. That's a sci-fi story. That's not even like a thing. I need conspiracies, man. I need some crazy stuff. I need aliens. I need Anunnaki and ancient Egyptian space programs and, cometary Earth theory. Wait, what's the cometary Earth theory? What's the cometary Earth theory? What's the cometary Earth theory? Oh, what's up to you, Halo Clouds? What's up, my new friend? Long time no see. Yeah, life happens. It's just one of those things. Life happens. I get it. I don't expect everybody to catch like every stream and every video. That would be just insane. Just pop in every once in a while and be like, what's up, bro? Just stopping by. Hope you're good. Like, cool. I'm in. Just say what's up. Agenda 21. The trebuchets. We have trebuchets to fight the crab people, even though the crab people... How about simulation theory? Oh, simulation theory, is that a thing? Wait, I'm trying to figure out what cometary Earth theory is, and it looks like it's something called panspermia. Oh. Okay. So this is the idea that meteors and asteroids in space also distributed little microorganisms and things like that to different planets, and that's how life evolved on certain planets and things like that, where we're all actually from aliens and their DNA that's kind of just, I guess, alien DNA is just kind of floating around in space, you know, kind of like a snow globe when you shake it up and snow's just kind of floating around, just alien DNA sort of floating around in space, gets picked up by a comet, boom, lands on Earth, dinosaur walks up and goes, what the fuck, licks the comet, now there's alien DNA in the comet. That's panspermia, the panspermia theory. Soft panspermia, pseudo panspermia. Yeah. Okay, well, so far, a lot of these have turned out to be much more boring than I could have imagined that they would have been. Yes, new Rick and Morty. Okay, let's look up Agenda 21. Who said Agenda 21? Oh, wait, what's another one here to look up? Google the Holy Unsee. What? The Holy Unsee? The Holy Unsee. Part of the UN? It's not bringing me up anything good. The Holy Unsee. I didn't get anything good. It just came up with the UN. It just came up with the UN. Hang on, there's super chats. There's super chats happening. Zach, when you eat an edible and try to minimize your desktop window to see what's behind your computer. Have you done that? You haven't done that. Come on. Saw the urn comfort. Well, it's Wednesday. I'm here for the manure, the sewer, and to grunt at the grate. What? For the record, that comet was estimated to miss us by 4 million miles in 1998. Okay. Is this comet going to hit us? Am I have to be worried about a fucking comet now? See, this is like Phil DeFranco, and I know someone said in the chat they don't like Phil DeFranco, but I like Phil DeFranco, and one of his biggest fears used to be, black holes. I'm scared of comets. MK Ultra is actually really, really very fascinating because that's a really very real thing, isn't it? Didn't Ted Kaczynski, wasn't he part of MK Ultra? Okay, Rick, okay. Bohemian Grove is next. Bohemian Grove, that's next. I'm going to Google that next. The trumpet sound heard everywhere. Birds in France took off before it and junk. What? The trumpet sound heard everywhere? Is this the day the earth screamed? Oh, the source behind a mystery sound heard around the world. The case of the strange trumpet sounds from the sky. That's cool. See, this is exactly what I was fucking looking for, Jay Powers. Thank you. The Holy See is the Pope. Yeah, Bohemian Grove. Thank you for that, Jay Powers. What is causing weird trumpet noises in the sky? The background noise, metallic groaning coming from the sky as if someone just put a key into the ignition of a large, invisible, close encounters of the third kind of vehicle and started it up. The video is all the more eerie because the young boy is standing motionless in the street as the noise amplifies. The YouTube video has been taken down. The conspiracy goes even deeper than that. The YouTube video got taken down. The sounds have been reported over the last several years from California to Texas and Australia and in many parts in between. The website strangesounds.org, which chronicles the incidents, has compiled a list of more than 150 videos of the audible weirdness. The phenomena has been described variably as a blare of a trumpet, a groaning metallic sound, an airplane engine, a loud rumbling, even a humming. Okay, so look, that's where they lose me there. That's where you lose me a little bit. You can't describe the one sound that everybody's hearing can't be different. Can't be different. If we're all hearing the same sound, people can't go, oh, it sounded like a metallic scraping sound. And someone else can't go, no, it sounded much more like a trumpet. And someone else can't go, no, it was more like a pounding thud sort of sound. You're not all hearing the same sound. That's when you start putting coincidences together in your head and stringing them into something that kind of loosely makes sense. That's what that is. That's what that is. I'm sorry. I'm a little bit of a skeptic. I do believe in being open-minded, but not so open-minded that your brains fall out. But now we get to look at Bohemian Grove. So Bohemian Grove is a trip. Let's look at this. Yeah, Bohemian Grove. It's weird. It's some weird stuff. They do these like, in front of this giant owl statue. They have these like ceremonies, and they're wearing robes and all sorts of things. Robes and ceremonies in front of a giant owl. And this is a place that's from what I understand, it's in Northern California. And there's pictures of here, look. Who's this? This is a president. This is someone? Who's this? Are you a president? I don't know who you are. Oh, that's Nixon. Yeah, you look, here's Nixon. There's Nixon right there, Bohemian Grove. That's Nixon and Reagan sitting there at Bohemian Grove. the same place where we're having, fire dances in front of a giant owl statue. That doesn't seem weird to anybody. It seems a little bit weird, Honestly, I've been reading about Bohemian Grove. It's not as like really crazy weird as like people really make it out to be. I think it is one of those things that's just kind of weird and mysterious, just kind of weird and mysterious, a little bit weird, a little bit cult-like, almost like look at this picture. It's just they're having lunch at Bohemian Grove, and it just, it looks a little like a cult or something, a little bit like The Village, a little bit like we're all going to go drink the Kool-Aid after this, or be involved in some sort of like weird sacrificial blood orgy type of thing. Oh, no, it's no big deal. We just have they bring out pot roast and turkey, and then we eat, and then we go roll around in pig's blood and have a big orgy. It's no big deal. It's just, Bohemian Grove. Nothing to see here. Nothing to see here. That's what that looks like to me. That looks creepy to me. That looks creepy to me. Let's find another better picture. And see, they use owls. Owls is like their big thing. And they have this is their big saying. Weaving spiders, come not here. Weaving spiders, come not here. And they use owls, which is like, Illuminati, symbolism. Weaving spiders, come not here. I actually want to hang this in my house, because weaving spiders, come not here basically means like, if you're coming to Bohemian Grove, we don't talk about work. Like, there's no work talk here. So it's like inviting a bunch of people over and not talking about vaping, and not talking about sick builds, and not talking about airflow in an RDA. Bohemian Grove, it's weird, but it's not that weird. The problem is, it's a part of the rich and powerful Illuminati. It's, obviously only rich and powerful people go there. There's pictures of Nixon there. There's pictures of Ronald Reagan there. The Holy Unsee is a movie. Okay. The Holy Unsee. See, that didn't bring up anything. The Holy Unsee movie. Is it a movie, or is it like a YouTube video? See, I'm gonna need more clarification on this. Try the Black Pope. I think I read about the Black Pope. Here, I'm gonna open a new tab here. And the only reason, maybe I'm thinking of the Black Pope or the Warrior Pope. Black Pope or the Black Pope may also refer to Giuliano. Oh, Anton LaVey? Anton LaVey was called the Black Pope. Giuliano Andreotti, Italian politician. That's the problem with Googling things. Try to Google the Black Pope. All right. Brings up a billion different, did you mean this guy? Did you mean this politician? There is no just one Black Pope. In fact, here, I'm going to post a link in the chat and in the description. Kind of describes all about the Holy Unsee isn't Googleable. Oh, Mowgli. You're right. You're right. I can't Google the Holy Unsee, and that is the conspiracy. That is the conspiracy. It's the unholy sea. Is that really what it is? The unholy sea? Are you sure? Okay, the unholy sea does actually bring up a lot more. True Legends, the Unholy Sea, the Vatican. Amazon.com. Amazon.com. It's a documentary. The Unholy Sea. Okay. At least I have this bookmark now. Thank you, Eve. Thank you, Eve. You've been around forever, Eve, and I appreciate that. I appreciate you. Don't think I haven't noticed. No, we're not turning into Alex Jones. It's just, this is Fascinating stuff. I find this right now on this particular Wildcard Wednesday to be a little bit more fascinating than what's actually going on right now. You know, there's no rage sweat happening. We get to goof off. We get to vape a little bit. It's whatever. We talk about conspiracies. I talk about my Atmazoo tripod and how the air flows too tight. And occasionally I like to read about Bohemian Grove and things like that. So there's a link to Bohemian Grove. I want to find another good one from this list. I want to go way down here. Colors don't exist. What? LSD is a mind virus? Jesus was an Anunnaki. I've heard that before. Colors don't exist. Wait, what is this? Colors don't exist? Impossible color. Impossible colors are supposed to be colors that do not appear in ordinary visual functioning. Non-physical colors. Oh, see, this led me somewhere not as exciting as I thought it was going to be. Colors don't exist. It's not even that exciting. It's like, oh, it's going back to that red dress, gold dress, and some people saw red or some people saw blue because of this. Some people saw gold because of this. That's dumb. Skinwalker Ranch fam. Skinwalker Ranch fam. What's Skinwalker Ranch? Adamantium Skinwalker Ranch? What? It's in the Badlands of Utah, man. I got me an acre of bad land. Skinwalker Ranch, also known as Sherman Ranch, is a property located on approximately 488 acres southeast of Ballard, Utah, that is reported to be the site of paranormal and UFO-related activities. Here we go. Its name is taken from the Skinwalker of Navajo legend concerning a vengeful shaman. UFO reports in the basin were publicized during the 1970s. The first claims about the ranch first appeared in 1996 in the Salt Lake City, Utah Desert News, and later in the alternative weekly Las Vegas Mercury as a series of articles by investigative journalist George Knapp. Look, I'm not going to say it's not a real thing. Skinwalker Ranch. It is a very cool name, you know, but I don't buy like, oh, yeah, lots of UFOs here all the time. All the time. I see them all the time. See UFOs here all the time. You never seen them? I've seen them. All the time. They come here all the time. We're famous for it. You're famous for sightings of things that very few people have seen. It's just weird, you know. Paul is dead. Paul McCartney's a lookalike. I've heard that. I remember a conspiracy theory a long time ago about that the Beatles didn't exist. That they had studio musicians write and do all of their songs, and they had just a group of musicians that all kind of looked the same, and they would just put on wigs and be like, here's how the Beatles can be on this program here, and the Beatles are performing a live concert here, and the Beatles can be over here. I remember reading about that, thinking the Beatles weren't real. I've heard Paul McCartney is dead. Paul McCartney's a lookalike. What's this, Danielle? What's this? Skinwalker Ranch? Your color red really could be my blue. Oh, yes. I've been thinking about this since like 6th grade when my buddy John said this to me. He's like, what if your color blue is my color red? And I didn't understand. I'm thinking, what the crap are you talking about? And he's like, no. We both see a strawberry and we both say that it's red. But when I'm looking at it, I'm seeing what you would call blue and you're seeing what you would call red, and those colors aren't the same. But we just both call it red because that's all we've ever called it, and we identify it as red because someone goes, this is red. You know, this is orange. So I'm seeing what I call orange, but you might be seeing what I call purple. Whoa. Does that blow your mind? John? John, Google Bigfoot. Here's the thing. I used to be obsessed with Bigfoot, and I'm pretty sure I saw him once or twice. That's the question we've all asked since grade school. And I'm going to read this entire thing. Your red could be my blue. And that's true. But everything looks good to me. So does someone's red always go good with someone's black? Or do you just learn, like, you think those two colors go well together? Or like yellow and blue. Everybody says these colors go well together. But everybody's seeing like two different colors. What if some people only see blue as like orange, and so they're like yellow and orange, but really they're like blue, but it's really orange. You know, it's what we would call orange. This is too much for me. Mind freaking blown. Mind freaking blown. Jesus was an Anunnaki. LSD is a mind virus. Hitler brainwashed his citizens by electromagnetic rays. The cotton gin fairies were real. Japan did 9/11. Wow. Really? That's really a conspiracy? Wow. There are really a lot of people that are really continuing to think that Japan had a hand in 9/11. Like large groups of people. That's really interesting. It's really interesting. I mean, ultimately, I don't know. Here's the thing. I'll talk about a lot on this YouTube channel. Howard Hughes was transgender? Was he really? I don't believe that. If Howard Hughes was transgender, like, good for Howard Hughes. I don't think he was. I can't find anything like that. Karen, are you just trying to throw me off? Do red lights really still apply? Howard Hughes was transgender? No, I can't find anything about that. Can't find anything about Howard Hughes being transgender. Japan did 9/11? No. And here's the thing. I don't want to ever talk about 9/11 on this. That's too much of a subject that I don't even want to get into. Because people, everybody has a different thought about 9/11. People are like, watch loose change, watch this. It's a conspiracy. People did 9/11. Here's what I'll say about 9/11. Nothing. Nothing. 2006 volleyball incidents, life on the sun, Bugs Bunny equals the Native American spirit. David Koresh is alive. David Koresh is alive. Really, I mean, could we even be using Google for this? I mean, you're not going to find the real truth on Google. Google's controlled by the shadow government. Everybody knows this. A survivor of the Waco siege has broken his silence and has revealed that he believes that the cult leader David Koresh is alive and is the Son of God. Wow. Whoa. In preparation for a final battle, Koresh's supporters began illegally stockpiling weapons. Yeah, this Waco, Texas, that's one of the most fascinating things of all time. That's one of the most fascinating things of all time. I love cults. I love a good cult. Who doesn't love a good cult? Had 19 wives. Wow. So Koresh, kind of just a total piece of shit. One of them was a 12-year-old girl. Yeah. So he's kind of just a total piece of shit. That's fine. That's fine. Where were we here in the super chat? I'm sorry, I got way off track there. The Mayans, let's see. The Trumpet Sir, okay. Because of because F the Rothschild. Yeah, Rothschilds are weird. Look into that. I've read about the Rothschilds. That's just weird. That's just weird. Mowgli vapes. The Mayans were dyslexic. 2012 is 2021. Oh, it's going to come back around again? Damn it. End of the world again? Unbelievable. Look up the South Atlantic Flash. Okay? South Atlantic Flash. What does an atomic bomb sound like? The South Atlantic Flash? I think I need to put like quotation marks around all of these searches to search specifically for. Oh, whoops. The Vela Incident? The Vela Incident. What? What are we getting into here, Neil? The Vela Incident? Well, let's see. According to Wikipedia, South Atlantic Flash was was identified double flash of light detected by an American hotel, Vela Hotel satellite on September 22nd, 1979 near the Prince Edward Islands in the Indian Ocean. The cause of the flash remains officially unknown, and some information about the event remains classified. While it has been suggested that the signal could have been caused by a meteoroid hitting a satellite, the previous 41 double flashes detected by the Vela satellites were caused by nuclear weapons tests. Today, most independent researchers believe that the 1979 flash was caused by a nuclear explosion, perhaps an undeclared nuclear test carried out by South Africa and Israel. Interesting that there's, the one thing that gets me interested about that is whenever there's classified information, that's juicy. That's juicy. That means there actually is some information that they just don't want you to know. Classified. We're going to keep this from you. You don't need to know about the South Atlantic Flash. Appreciate that, Neil. Christy Moody, very gracious of you. Literally trying my hardest to stay in the grocery store parking lot instead of going home. Thank you for making it easier, but I do have to go home. Christy Moody, go home. Be at home. It's cool. It's cool. Nick, dude, thank you for that unicorn, bro. Very gracious of you. Shed Time thought years ago, what if all the colors I see aren't the same as what everyone else sees, but because we were all taught colors as kids, we assume, like if I put on Cancer Bats and I go, oh, this is guitars and music and I can hear them screaming, and I think we can all agree that that's screaming, but you don't hear screaming. You might hear like, oh, something like that. Hail Destroyer, Hail Destroyer. And that's how you hear the Cancer Bats? Weird, Jake. Weird. Southern Comfort, just $1 for no reason. I appreciate that. For British Eyes Only, conspiracy theory, Carol Baskin killed her husband. Yeah, that's definitely a conspiracy theory that Carol Baskin... we all think that Carol did it, right? I feel like that's not really like an arguable thing that Carol definitely did that. Paul McCartney is dead. Yeah, Paul McCartney is a lookalike. That's a really interesting one too. I went back and tried to find the conspiracy theory that I had seen years and years ago about how the Beatles never existed and they were all studio musicians that looked similar, and it was really very interesting. Not that I necessarily would believe it. Wow, this could be the original website. Yep. Oh, Paul McCartney's ears look different. Yeah. Paul McCartney's teeth look different. Yeah. Oh, Paul McCartney's dead, and that's a clone. Celebrity impersonator. The original Paul McCartney died. Zach, very gracious of you. Shaman head? Were you trying to do Strawman head? What? Tetrachromacy? What is that, Red Gorilla? What is that? Condition of possessing 4 independent channels for conveying color information, or possessing 4 types of cone cell in the eye. Organisms with techromancy or yes. Holy shit. This is that made up thing. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is a made up thing, but I'm pretty sure it's a made up thing because holy shit. When Casey worked at a PR firm, one of her clients was an artist that had this, that said she had this, that she sees in all these different colors that nobody else can see. And then she paints in colors that nobody else can see. And it's like, okay, well, we get it that you can see all these special colors, but why are you painting them in that? Because then no one else can see them. Yeah. Conchetta. Holy shit, Pickle. Holy shit. It's Conchetta. The world's first technochromat artist. You guys, this was Casey's client. That's unbelievable that you said that, because that's a thing. And I was convinced. I mean, I'm still kind of convinced. Look, if you can see colors that nobody can see and you're painting them, and then if nobody can see them, why are you painting them? That doesn't make any sense. Halle Berry's a reptilian? Okay. We're getting real deep into it here. What I want to do before we wrap up this Tuesday Bro Tuesday live stream, which it's not a Tuesday Bro Tuesday live stream. Ha, April Fools. Before we wrap up this Wildcard Wednesday, rescued e-liquid Ben is delicioso. 5,000. Hello, Michelle. Welcome. Thank you for coming to hang out. I didn't like Tiger King. I'm sorry we can no longer be friends. I'll see myself out. All right, Raging Vapor. That's fine. Whatever. See you later. Be sure to send back that unholy RDA. Be sure to send back the unholy. I'm just kidding. Halle Berry is a reptilian? I haven't heard that. Have you heard that she's a reptilian? I haven't heard that. Last super chat here from Southern Comfort. Those were Guar lyrics. Your womb is manure. Oh, yeah, that's right. Your womb is a sewer. I grunted the stage. Yeah. Your womb is a membrane. I must penetrate. Your womb is a sewer. I used to try to sing exactly like Odorous in the car and just wreck my throat. 10 kinds of crazy. Nailed it. I'm pretty sure. I used to try to sing Guar lyrics full volume all the time and doing my best Odorous Urungus impersonation, and it never worked. It sounded pretty good sometimes, but it just shredded my throat to death. Dinosaurs aren't real. Here's the thing. We know that our government does weird. I've heard that thing about Avril Lavigne too. I've heard that about oh, fuck. What's her name? She invented twerking. Miley Cyrus. I heard that about Miley Cyrus too. That young Miley Cyrus is not the same Miley Cyrus that we have now, and that she was actually killed by Disney and drug out into the Palm Springs desert and left for dead, and they got like a lookalike to be the new Miley Cyrus, which is why Miley Cyrus suddenly went from like Hannah Montana, and then all of a sudden it's like, oh, there's Miley Cyrus's tits, and she's got a giant dick, and she's hopefully Disney isn't listening, because what the crap. You like Ragnarok? That's my least favorite Guar album. Actually, that's not true. My least favorite Guar album is We Kill Everything, but that's everybody's least favorite Guar album because it's bad. I still own it. I still have listened to it recently, but it's just the terriblest Guar album. We're all stuck in Groundhog's Day. I'm not going to confirm or deny the fact that I'm actually going to confirm it. The other night when I was partaking in some shed time, I looked at my refrigerator and I was like, oh, day 17. And my stoned brain just went, oh, what if this is what if this is Groundhog's Day? What if this is Groundhog's Day? But it's not. It's not. So what about the conspiracies? Were they trying to say vaping doesn't save lives? No. We went to some weird conspiracies. Here's mine. The Beatles never existed. There it is. Boosh. Put it in the chat. Deal with it. Deal with it. It's in the chat, and that's just something you're going to have to deal with. But that's the one that was talking about how Paul McCartney. I have to watch the Unholy Sea documentary, apparently, on Amazon. And then I didn't quite get to Agenda 21, but I wanted to look more into Agenda 21. Green jelly was awesome. Green jelly was good. They used to be really good. I don't love them so much anymore. I mean, it's been a minute since I've listened to some green jelly. Of course, I remember when they were green jello. Anyway, you guys, it's been an hour and a half of this here Wildcard Wednesday, and I think we're going to call it. I think we're just going to call it good. We've had some hanging out times. We've had some conspiracy chat. I think we're going to call it. Dinosaurs are fake? Is that really a real conspiracy? I can't imagine that being a real conspiracy. I mean, there's lots of evidence, right, that shows that that they exist, that they're real, that they're a thing, right? Dinosaurs, it's important for me to know that you know that dinosaurs are real. Dinosaurs. Anyway, yeah, if you guys are here, go ahead and smash that like button. I'm going to be back streaming again tomorrow, Thursday. It's Mother Truckin' Vlog Day. I'm going to have a full-on vlog planned out like I always do. I actually have to put it together today. I've actually been putting it together. It's going to be a very good vlog, and I'm really excited about the news and advocacy. I'm going to go check the mail tomorrow. Hopefully we'll have a little bit of mail tomorrow. I got a retro vaping. I want to try more Indonesian liquids. We're going to have a liquid tasting. I think it's going to be great. But thank you guys for coming to hang out, man. I like Wildcard Wednesdays. I like just hanging out. We just need to decompress sometimes. Social distancing happy hour. Yeah. Mouth to lung kind of best tank for you. K-Fun, Eddie. I'm a K-Fun person. Unfortunately, they are not that cheap. They're not exactly giving them away over there. But I'm a K-Fun person. I honestly, there's been a few mouth to lung tanks, like the the Precisio tank has been pretty good, and the mouth to lung from Reload Vapor is pretty good. Not quite awesome. Open your airflow. Chemtrails. I saw a plane flying today overhead that had no chemtrails. It was actual contrails. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and wrap this up. I apologize to everybody getting here late, but we're going to go ahead and wrap this up so I can get back to work and so I can continue to prep for the vlog tomorrow, 4 p.m. I'll see ya. John Haymaker, I do believe that aliens built the pyramids. I believe the Anunnaki story. I just want to say that. It's really plausible to me. Even rationally, in my rational brain, it's still pretty plausible. But anyway, that's what I got for today, everybody. Once again, thank you guys seriously so much for watching. We're going to keep doing these Wildcards Wednesdays for as long as we're all in quarantine, okay? So we're going to have stuff to talk about. We're going to have news to talk about. There's going to be COVID shit. There's going to be vape shit. There's going to be conspiracy stuff. We'll talk about music stuff. We'll talk about, you know what? It's whatever. We're all in this together, and we got nothing but time. So we're going to be streaming as much as we can. I appreciate you guys coming out on a random Wednesday to just come out and talk conspiracies. I love hanging out with you guys. And remember, no matter what any crooked politician tells you, hang on, let me grab my vape. Yes, absolutely, you guys. 100%. Thank you. Let's keep on vaping with tinfoil hats on. Watch out. Reptile people.